good to see you today, Poonam. Hello. And the topic is problem solving from beyond the mind. So we're moving into a space where the thinking mind is put away. The situation, whatever it is that we can't seem to solve with our mind, we put that away. We're going to put that all on the side. We recognize that we may have built a story around a situation that we're at our end with. We just don't know how to solve the situation. And so we can enter into contemplative meditation practice. Let's watch our impulse, though, as we move into that practice, so that there's not a seeking to solve the problem. There's an openness. So to have our wisest resources at work with this, we need to draw all that energy out of the story, out of the past, out of the future, out of any patterns that we have, and draw all of our energy back into our body, into the present moment. And we can scratch the surface with lots of wonderful tips that Eckhart's given us. So our breath practice, focusing on our breath, bringing it into our body. And so a contemplative meditation that I've done often is to bring the breath in, to do my meditation, which isn't a doing, it's a sitting. I'm going to go sit down and I'm going to bring in the space that is required for true intelligent problem solving. So any meditation that brings us to that place of stillness, of peacefulness, where our mind's not commenting on the stillness or peacefulness or how long we've been there. On a side note, I do recommend a timer when you first begin meditation practice. It allows you to let go in that space and not look at the clock. So a good timer on your phone or your watch or your computer, or an egg timer works too. I've used that. So we move into a space of silence, into quietness. How do we know that we're there? Can we feel and hear the space in between sounds, in between words? And we just move into that space. Enjoy that isness, that peacefulness in the present moment. And then when the situation or the problem comes into our mind again, you'll notice the frequency of it has changed. The facts of the situation may all be the same. You'll notice that you're bringing the facts and not the complaint or the story with the facts with you. So bring that situation in. So your mind is softly looking at it. And just see what comes in. Sometimes nothing comes in. Sometimes there's nothing to solve. Everything is as it is. There's maybe more mining of good gold to be had in a story or in a situation that we're telling the story about. There may be more for us to learn or to know about it. So we let go of any results, any judgments of it, and forgive any non-peace that's been with us, and return to it. You can return to it more than one time. A more intelligent way of dealing with the situation, or if some part of a situation may come to us, but infinitely more effective tool will be waiting for us inside that deep silence, that peacefulness, that stillness. Tuna, did you want to add anything to this topic?
I was just reminded of what Eckhart says or quotes Albert Einstein, that we cannot solve a problem at the same level of consciousness that created the problem. So if the mind created the problem, we cannot use mind energy to solve the problem. And that's why this sitting back in stillness is needed, so that we can bring another dimension, as Eckhart calls it, right? The dimension of the one consciousness, our connection to source, and then a creative solution comes up by itself. There is no, I remember, I think I texted you about it. I had this bill from the dentist for I was expecting it would be $200, but it ended up being $700. So I paid the $200 already. And then I didn't have the $500. So I would keep it like right by the filing cabinet on top. And I would look at it and go, I need to pay this bill. There was never, I need to tell them, why did they tell me it was going to be $200 and now it's 500, or opposing it. I had accepted the situation. And sure enough, within a week or so, I remembered, because I renewed my lease, my apartment people said that they would give me a $500 gift certificate, and I went and got it that day, and I paid off the bill. So it's like, we don't get that creativity, and the creative solution is always compassionate. Like the mind will come and say, oh, why are all these people on the street, right? But then you can get like a small tiny bell. You don't want to honk your horn because it's rude. You can get some kind of bell and make sure that the people are aware that you're driving, right? So the compassionate choice, and you'll realize that there's nobody on the street the day that you get the bell, because you made the compassionate choice, right? The creative solution already came out of the problem. So I feel that what arises from that connection to source is always very compassionate. The choice is compassionate.
Yes,
It's not head on into the problem.
Yes, the voice, any voices that are judging or mean and narrow, this is not a voice that we really want to be hearing, right? There's a high quality no voice, but it's also it's an authentic and present, and there's no friction, no grind to it. It's just healthy yeses and healthy nos, and just being in the flow. And also, I suspect that synchronicities are like our training wheels for alignment. Hey, look, this support is over here. It's like, go take, what's that? Is it Pac-Man? Where you, oh, and this is the next fight. Oh, this is the next fight, right? Just the synchronicities are magic as we experience them. I think are perfectly natural occurrences, and to move with what is truly in alignment, and to recognize the little thoughts that go and hook into our beautiful ideas, or they come and they hang like little wet towels or hooks that come and way down. a situation unnecessarily. So just sitting in that spaciousness and that spacious stillness, and the answer, it will come. It will come.
And life flows with ease. There's no opposition. It's always surrendered. Like you're already surrendered to this is what is, and it is, right?
Not the story, the facts of the situation.
Exactly. That I got a bill and I have to pay it. That is what is. There's no.
Yeah. So I love the way you put that, how you allowed creativity to come in without a story about how it was going to how it would happen or that it would happen. You just stuck with the facts. Here's a bill with my name that I'm paying with, and also there's not money for it. So I love that story. Thank you, Puna.
Thank you, Parker. This is amazing.
Thank you.